So I'm out here. As you can see, I've got the snowmobile pulled into the shop. A couple days ago, it got froze to the ground really bad, and when we tried to move it, we burned a big chunk of the belt out. And if that happens to your snowmobile, if you get stuck, for some reason the track can't move, and you're really hard on the engine, what that'll do is burn a chunk of your belt out. And then your snowmobile will make this click, 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 click noise coming from wherever the belt is. On our snowmobile, it is on the left-hand side, so we could hear this clunk, 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 and we could smell burning rubber, which meant the belt's got issues. And I need to take a little trip down the road, because it's been a pretty crazy winter here in southwest Minnesota. But I didn't want to go with that belt, because if it breaks off while I'm down the road 3 miles, I'm going to have to take a long walk. But it's really simple, thankfully. This is just like a friction clutch, and it's sprung together, so it's trying to always squeeze that belt really hard. This is connected directly down to the track. I can't remember what it's called. This is the actual clutch coming off of the motor there, and it actually just grabs onto these sides of the belt. This is the surface that the friction ends up turning on. But what you're going to want to get is the tool for removing it. Looks like this, just a threaded L-shaped piece. On ours, it happened to be right inside here. All the other tools are missing except for that. I'm really glad that happens to be in there. If yours doesn't have it, you can probably get it online somewhere, but hopefully it's in your parts kit with your snowmobile. This snowmobile we purchased used, so I'm actually just really glad that it's still there. Alright, so you'll find a threaded hole inside of the wheel here, and you can just begin threading that in, and all that's going to do is push the clutch open. So turn it. Alright, I can feel some resistance now. And not very noticeable, but what that is doing is it's opening this up. Can you see that? See how it moves every time I turn it? And thread it in until you can get enough slack to unhook the belt. Of course, the old belt is going to come out a lot easier than the new one is going to go in, because this one's all stretched out and burnt, and possibly if you are having to do this, it'll be in pieces. But show you what I was talking about. What was causing that clicking noise? Get it out of here. Here we go. You can see right here is where the belt was losing most of its material. So like over here, this is still not horrible. It definitely has wear, but right here, this is the spot where the belt was just like an inch thick versus maybe an inch and a quarter. So definitely needs to be replaced. You can just hang this up somewhere and keep it as a spare, which is probably what I'll do with it, because then if you do have one break, you can at least get your snowmobile back home. Alright, so here's the new belt. Just gotta fish it in there, get it around, and this part's pretty self-explanatory, so I'm gonna finish pulling that in and then we'll hook it up. So we just have this last little bit, push it on there, now it's on, and it looks quite loose. But now, as we loosen this, that wheel should begin gripping the belt. So we just thread this back out of here. Just like so. Yep, I can feel it's beginning to grip it. And there we are. So, when the snowmobile needs to go forward, this clutch is going to grab the belt over here, and it'll grab up there, moving the snowmobile either forwards or backwards. So, that's how you get the old one off and the new one on. And hopefully you don't have to do that and deal with the burnt rubber smell and the sadness of ruining a perfectly good belt hundreds of miles early. Anyway, hope that you enjoyed and that this helped you out. Talk to you later.